because Austin, every day can be the best day.
Good morning. Congratulations on the film. It is absolutely incredible. It's an amazing film about an incredible boy and his amazing family with an unbreakable spirit. Scott, when you first wrote The Unbreakable Boy, did you ever imagine it would become a major motion picture? And how does it feel to see your story brought to life?
Well, I knew it would become something. I didn't know originally what it would be. It wasn't until my oldest brother had called me and he said, "What happened now?" Because that's kind of a story of our life, because Austin had got a cast off his right arm. We got home, he tripped and broke his leg. And we were right back getting another cast put on, and my brother said, "You've been writing about this?" And that's kind of how it all really kind of percolated into a blog. And it's not a movie about a blog, though. It's just, I use that blog to get my ideas out of my brain. And I originally thought we were gonna do this crazy TV show. I don't know how, but I just started, I began. And Peter's a real good, I guess, mentor and conduit for that. Just start, just take a step and just keep doing it. And the thing that a lot of people may not know, though, is that Peter and I just really became friends for about a year's time before we even, shook hands.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, Peter, there is a great line in this movie that is, your mistakes don't define you, how you heal does.
Yeah.
It's a great story with a powerful message about finding adversity. And Preacher Rick has his own adversity in this film too, but he has a meaningful role in Scott and Austin's journey. What can you share about his relationship with the family, and how did you end up as a producer on the film?
Well, it's a crazy story, but I keep telling the story. But my brother-in-law owns a pharmacy in New York, and Scott walked into the pharmacy and was talking to my brother-in-law about his book. And my brother-in-law called me and said, "Hey, this guy walked into my store, he wrote a cool book, you should make it into a movie." That sounds like a setup to a joke, because I was just like, okay. And he said, "He's coming to LA next week. I told him you have lunch with him." And I was kind of annoyed. I was like, really? Yeah. So I read the book, and it just really hit me. It was so beautiful, and I resonated with it on so many levels, being a dad, but also, it's a story about someone who's broken, who just keeps getting up, and I think everyone has that in them, and this beautiful love story and a message of being authentic to yourself. And so I thought, what a special book, and like Scott said, I just kind of guided him, because he had some producers on board, and I had no intention of taking it over, just kind of like, giving him some guidance. And then those producers fell off, and he said, "Hey, well, maybe you could produce it with me." And I had so much on my plate, I honestly wasn't sure I wanted to take it on, but I did, and I'm so happy I did. And then, getting my agents to read a book, it was, for 6 months, it was like they hadn't read it. And I was like, "Did you ever read that book?" But I would bring it up in meetings when I went to meetings, and we had it set up one place, and then it fell apart there. And it was like, looking back, it was this long, windy road that we had to go on to bring it to Kingdom Films and Kevin. And then once they got it in their hands, they totally understood it right away. And then there was a wind in the sails, and the universe kind of took over from there. And we were the only film shooting during COVID. That was the only studio movie in the U.S. filming during COVID. It was like the universe was steering the ship on it, And even now, when it's coming out, it feels like the timing is just kismet, because it's like there's so much going on in the world, and this is such a healing, beautiful movie that I feel like this is the right time for it, And so many times Scott was like worried, or is it gonna get made? Is it not gonna get made? When's it gonna come out? Should it be coming out now? And I kept telling him, we just have to stand out of the way and let this one go, because it's on its own path. And
well, here it is, and it's a fantastic film. Now, Kevin, this film is being compared to other films like Wonder with its themes and impact. What do you hope viewers, especially those facing their own challenges, take away from Austin's story?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, people are going to be really entertained by this film. It's a community experience to watch it with a group in a theater, because you'll feel the emotion that people are feeling throughout it. There's so many entry points with all the characters and what they're going through, that the relatability factor, you're going to get right into it. It takes like literally 2 minutes and you're in. John Gunn does such a great job in adapting this story so that it's very, very easy to just enter into it, and then you don't even think about anything else until the ride is over. Those are the types of films, the moviegoer, I absolutely love. And this one, people walk out of it so pleased pleased and satisfied. Like, okay, that was a good experience. I love this movie, so I'm very proud of it.
Absolutely. Look, there's times in my life where I felt like I've been Scott because the character just feels so relatable. But thank you guys so much for your time. Fantastic job. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Go on, get back out there.
I can't.
Sure you can. Watch this.